Welcome to How to Schedule Reports to be Sent in OBI. Let's get started. Well, in order to schedule a report to be sent to a specific audience, we need to create an agent for that report. So you can configure the priority level of the report. You can schedule the time frame for the report to be sent. You can add some conditions if you want. You can specify the delivery content, add recipients, etc. So scheduling reports can be done from two places within OBI. So the first method that this could be done is if you access a report. So once you have accessed the report, you have schedule here. And if you click on schedule, it will automatically open the create agent layouts. The other method to create an agent is to click on new and select agent. Now the difference between both is if you do it from within a report, that report will automatically be specified in the delivery content versus creating it from scratch like we're doing now, in which you're going to have to enter those details. So under the General tab, you are able to select the priority level of the report to be sent, which is high, normal, or low, and how it will run, as a recipient or as a specified user. Going to the Schedule tab is where you can specify when the report will run, such as the frequency, the start date, and the end date. So if you want to send it as a daily report, you can select every how many days, select the start date and time. Or you can also send it on a weekly. If you send it weekly, you can choose the day that you want it to be sent. And if you select monthly, you can select which month and which, the first or the second, the third, the fourth day, or the last day of whichever day that you want that to be. So for the purpose of this exercise, we're just going to schedule a daily report to be sent every day. And here we're just going to have it start on Monday at 9 a.m. Click on OK. Now we want this report to be ongoing. So we're not going to select an end date, but if you want this report to just be sent during a specific time frame, you can select an end date as well. So the condition tab is where, when you schedule a report to run, you can set a condition against the schedule. So for example, you could create a condition that states, don't schedule this report unless the report has at least one row in it in order to be sent. So to do this, we're just going to click on use a condition. We're going to click on create. And here we're going to choose the report that we're going to use in order to be sent. And we're going to select true if count row is greater than 0. We're going to click on OK. So what this does is if there's at least one row that's returned in that report, then the report will be sent. And if not, the report will not be sent. And the purpose of setting up a condition is if ever there's no results on your report and you don't have a condition, the report will still be sent out to the recipients, but it will be blank and you'll get a message that there's no results. So in order to prevent this, we create that type of condition. For the delivery content, you can add additional content to be delivered with a scheduled report. So for example, you enter a subject to the report here. So let's just put test agent. We can select the content. So here we did a content with condition analysis, or we can just, if there would be no condition, we can just select analysis. We can send a dashboard page, or we can send a briefing book as well. So let's just select condition analysis. And as you can see, my report will automatically show up because that's what my condition is based off of. In terms of format, you can select how you'd like that to be sent, whether it be Excel, PowerPoint. So we're just going to select Excel. And you have the option to add an attachment note. So please see the attached report. And if the condition is false, meaning that that the condition is not met and you want it to be delivered, so you can enter a delivery message saying, for example, there were no results in the report, so we're not sending the report or something of that nature. So the recipient tab will let you specify who will receive the report. It could be yourself or any additional users. And as you can see here, note that I was defaulted because I'm the one creating the agent. So if you need to remove yourself, you can just click on your your name and just click on the X to remove yourself. Now, there's just two types of recipients that you can have. You can have outside users, which means that they don't access OBI. They're going to receive an email with the report results. And to do that, you would just click on the email icon, enter your email address. Now, if you're adding multiple emails, you just separate each email address with a comma. And we're just going to go ahead and click on OK. Now, if you want to add a specific user, we can click on the plus sign. And OBI looks for the exact name. So if we're looking for a full name, but or part of a name, you can add a star before that as a wildcard and just enter part of the name. And for the list, we're going to select users and we're going to click on search. And here, as you can see, the user shows up and we're going to just add the user and we're going to see the user that adds there. So one thing that you want to note is that if you have an email address, it will be sent to you via email versus a user. If you have a user, they will not receive an email. But when they access OBI, there's going to be a little bell icon here at the top besides the search that they're going to click on in order to access the report that was delivered to them. In the destination tab, we can specify where the report is to be delivered to. The user destinations will default to home page and dashboard. So this will post, as I mentioned, the alert on the home screen and on the My Dashboard for any recipients configured as OBI users on the Recipients tab. As for devices, Active Delivery Profile will deliver the scheduled reports according to the device selected. So if the recipients are configured as email address, then select that option, as we're going to do here. And lastly, we have the Actions tab. And the Action tab lets you specify one or more actions to execute when an agent finishes. You can specify actions to execute under the following circumstances. So it could be only if the agent conditions evaluate to true, or if there are no conditions associated with the agent, or only if the agent condition evaluates to false. So you can have different actions that will show up for that. So once all the tabs are completed, you can then save this agent. So we're just going to go ahead and click on Save. And we're just going to select the folder we want to save that to. And we're going to click on OK. So once the agent is saved, this little icon here, Run Agent Now, will be available. And that allows you to test your agent that you just created. So if we just click on that Run Agent Now, it lets you know that it's running. And when this completes, it will show you whether it was a success or if it failed. So if it failed, something might have been wrong with your setup of the agent. So we can go ahead and modify. But if the agent is successful, you know that based on the schedule that the received the report will be sent to the target audience. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Have a great day.